Every drop a memory, every tear a stain. The nights were like fire, the days like a dream. But even the brightest star can tear at the seam. You said forever, I believed every word. Now I'm left with echoes I can't unhear. From the ashes of our flame, our rise but not the same. You called your name in thunder, now I wear the pain. But I'd walk through the ruins, I'd burn all over again, for one more kiss in the ashes of our flame. The moon's a pale witness to the love we betrayed. We danced on the edge till the fire decayed. But I keep your locket like a sword in my chest, a battle-scarred relic of when we were blessed. Even angels fall when the sky turns to stone, but I'd rather fall than face this world alone. From the ashes of our flame, our rise but not the same. You called your name in thunder, now I wear the pain. But I'd walk through the ruins, I'd burn all over again, for one more kiss in the ashes of our flame. Time won't heal it, it just buries the sound. But I still feel you when no one's around. Your ghost is the wind that howls through my soul. You're the peace in my heart I'll never control. I rise into the storm, still chasing the shadows where we were born. I trade forever to relive that pain, just to hold you once more in the ashes of our flame. Ashes, ashes of our flame. Breathless night, a silent war beneath pale light. She stood alone where angels fall, wrapped in the wind, hearing no call. The world had torn her wings apart, but left untouched her burning heart. I watched her rise, no throne, no sound, a queen of ash, fate unbound. The world had torn her wings apart, but left untouched her burning heart. I watched her rise, no throne, no sound, a queen of ash, fate unbound. She turned and whispered through the flame. Even broken stars still claim their name. Under the crimson sky, we stand as one, in shadows where the light's undone. Through haunted nights and silent cries, we burn alive, we never die. She's the fire I can't deny, the storm beneath the crimson sky. She bore the scars of sacred war, each one a key to something more. The chains they forged could never bind, the storm she kept within her mind. soul was steel, her voice was faith. The final lock, the open gate. And when the heavens closed their eyes, she lit the dark with no disguise. She said, the night can't end what dares to rise. Our hearts are forged in fire and lies. Under the crimson sky, we bleed in flame, but every tear still speaks her name. Through shattered glass and lullabies, her spirit cuts through every lie. I breathe her truth, I hear her cry, still standing in the crimson sky. They built the walls to hold the light, but she was never meant to hide. Under the crimson sky, we rise from dust, with hearts of fire and sacred trust. No gods remain, no stars survive, but in her name we stay alive. She lives in me, I testify. We were born for the crimson sky. We never die. Chains of your love, I was a runaway heart, born to ride the wind. Living fast, chasing shadows, never letting anyone in. But then you crashed like lightning through my soul. Now I'm standing on the edge and I've lost control. You cut through the silence, I scream in the dark, lit a flame in my veins, ignited the spark. Now I'm bound in the chains of your love. No escape, no release from above. You're the fire that I crave, the pain that I need. Girl, you're the wound and the one who makes me bleed. I'm shackled, I'm screaming, but I can't get enough. Caught forever in the chains of your love. You wear danger like a diamond on your skin. One kiss from you and I'm drowning in sin. Try to walk, but your memory won't fade. Like a ghost in the mirror, your shadow remains. Tore down my walls with a whisper, a touch. Now I'm dying for more, and I'm feeling too much. Now I'm bound in the chains of your love. No escape, no release from above. You're the fire that I crave, the pain that I need. Girl, you're the wound and the one who makes me bleed. I'm shackled, I'm screaming, but I can't get enough. Caught forever in the chains of your love, in the chains of your love. Let the guitar cry where words can't. And even if the sky falls down tonight, I'd go out with your name on my lips and your fire in my blood. Uneven, if the sky falls down tonight, I go out with your name on my lips. do. 1, 2, 3. Let the guitar cry, but words can't. And even if the sky falls down tonight, I go out with your name on my lips and your fire in my blood. I'm bound in the chains of your love. Even hell can't tell this feeling up. You're the thunder at my right, the storm I believe. You're the star on my soul, I'll never leave. I'm shackled, I'm screaming, but I can't get enough. Forever yours, in the chains of your love. Chains, chains of your love. Chains of your love.
You stood in the doorway, bathed in silver flame. Eyes like distant thunder, voice a whispered name. The stars bow low the night you cried, and every vow we swore just turned to sky. We carved our fate in midnight stone, built a love where angels fear to roam. But time is cruel and fire fades. Now I'm left to chase the light we made. Your shadow haunts the edge of sleep, a promise lost, a soul too deep. On the wings of the forsaken, you flew where I could not go. Through the fire and the breaking, you became the end I'll never show. But I still reach for you in silence, through the wreckage and the rain. On the wings of the forsaken, love will rise through the pain. Your voice is a sword in the winds of the night, a memory wrapped in obsidian light. I wear your kiss like a sacred brand, still bleeding scars from an empty hand. If dreams could shatter, I'd break them all to hear you scream my name once more before the fall. On the wings of the forsaken, you soared beyond this cage. Love like fire, fiercely taken, burn the borders of our age. And though the skies are torn and hollow, I would chase you through the flame. On the wings of the forsaken, still I'll whisper your name. Even gods may fall, but we were something more. Not heaven, not hell, just a storm we swore. The night may never end now, I would die to love again. On the wings of the forsaken, where the brave and broken fly. the forsaken, in the fire, in the flame, I remain. The wings of the forsaken.
You came to me in silence, like thunder wrapped in lace. A rebel soul with heaven carved across your face. The night bowed down before you, stars burned in your trail. But love's a sword that cuts beneath the veil. We danced beneath the gallows of a world we couldn't change. Two spirits bound by fire, fierce and strange. You kissed me like a prophecy, wild and unafraid, then vanished like a rose into the blade. Crimson fell, your love still haunts the rain. A shadow in my heart, a whisper in my flame. I crossed through time, through sorrow and pain, to see you smile beneath your crimson veil. Your voice still rides the wind between these shattered halls. A battle cry that echoes off the broken walls. The past won't set me free, but I won't kneel to pain. I wear your memory like a crown of flame. There's a grave in every moment where our promises now sleep, but I'd raise them from the ashes if you return so deep. Crimson fell, the night still wears your name. Your love, my curse, my glory, and my chain. If this world must burn to lift the tale, I'll light the match beneath your crimson veil. Beneath your crimson veil. Your voice still rides the wind between these shattered halls. A battle cry that echoes off the broken walls. The past won't set me free, but I won't kneel to pain. I wear your memory like a crown of flame. There's a grave in every moment where our promises now sleep, but I'd raise them from the ashes if you'd return so deep. shadow, but I knew her name. The night grew still beneath her gaze. 1,000 fears set all ablaze. She saw the ruins I tried to hide, the dreams I buried still alive. She touched the wall I built in pain, and somehow turned it into rain. Don't fear the fire, she softly said. What's burned away, it's never dead. Don't fear the fire, she softly said. What's burned away is never dead. On the wings of the silence, we rise through the storm. Hearts made of thunder, blood still warm. She gave me life when all hope died. Her voice the blade I hold with pride. Oh, in the dark when truth has no form, we fly on the wings of the silence. Why I broke, just read the story in the smoke. Each scar a map, each tear a guide to where I lost my soul inside. But in her hands the ghost found peace, the war inside me found release. Now every vow I couldn't keep, she turned to steel and woke from sleep. You're more than ruins, more than rage. A fire still burns inside your cage. On the wings of the silence, we rise through the storm. Hearts made of thunder, blood still warm. She gave me light when all hope died. Her voice the blade I hold with pride. Oh, in the dark when truth has no fall, we fly on the wings of the silence. Never asked me why I broke, just read the story in the smoke. Each scar a map, each tear a guide to where I lost my soul inside. But in her hands the ghost found peace, the war inside me found release. Now every vow I couldn't keep, she turned to steel and woke from sleep. You're more than ruins, more than rage. A fire still burns inside your cage. On the wings of the silence, we rise from below, through shattered stars and undertow. Her strength became the voice out there, the scream that drowns the poison air. She taught me how to face the flow, to fly on the wings of the silence. They'll never hear us coming, but they'll feel the wind when we rise. On the wings of the silent, we scream through the night. A whisper turned to endless fight. She is the echo, I am the flame. Together born without a name. In the fire we claim our law. in the roadside there. The scream drowns the poison there. She taught me how to face the flow, to fly on the wings of the silent. The sky was torn, the night was wide. I watched her vanish with the tide. A whisper lost in winds of flame, but in my chest she carved her name. I walked alone through halls of glass, each step a shard of what won't pass. Still every crack reflects her face, a ghost in silk, a voice in space. She said, don't chase the end, just find your fire. Even ashes still aspire. In the veil of the morning star, she's the spark in who we are. Through the silence, through the scars, she burns like truth beyond the dark. No time, no fate can tear apart the flame she left inside my heart. Oh, in the veil of the morning star, she shines. She wore no crown, but ruled the sky with fire in her lullaby. And though the world forgot her name, I hold her light, I got the flame. Her soul was forged in storms and steel. She taught me pain is how we heal. And when I fall, I rise through rain, to stand for her, to bear the flame. She said, the broken still belong. Your silence is your song. In the veil of the morning star, I hear a voice from worlds afar. Through every wound, through every scar, she burns like truth beyond the dark. No time, no fate can tear apart the flame she left inside my heart. Oh, in the veil of the morning star, she shines through time of the morning star. The sky with fire in her lullaby. And though the world forgot her name, I hold her light, I guard the flame. Her soul was forged in storms and steel. She taught me pain is how we heal. And when I fall, I rise through rain, to stand for her, to bear the flame. You were never lost, you just haven't risen yet. Star, I hear her voice from worlds afar. Through every wound, through every scar, she's calling me to where dreams are. The fire I feared, the night I knew, all led me home to her and truth. You were never lost, you just hadn't been star. Morning star, ashes of passion still stained in the wood. You were the queen in a crown made of flame, but even love has a war it can't tame. Our words were like statues, concrete, cold and strong, but even marble can crack when the nights grow too long. I still see your shadow in the shards of the past, a ghost in the ruins we built too fast. Words were like statues, concrete, cold and strong, but even marble can crack when the nights grow too long. I still see a shadow in the shards of the past, a ghost in the ruins we built too fast. Every dream that we of broken glass. Of broken glass. Of broken glass. Concerned beneath the dying stars, a silhouette in battle scars. The winds of fate around her cry, but in her eyes the fire never died. A kingdom lost to time and flame, a curse that bore her father's name. Yet still she walks the edge alone, with dreams of steel and heart of stone. No God will come, no savior call, she'll rise alone or not at all. But we're in the crowd of midnight, forged in pain, 1,000 nights and none in vain. Through shattered glass and skies that burn, she walks the path with no return. Oh, ride the silence, break the chains. In the crowd of midnight she reigns. He was a shadow once like her, a flame that throws a whispered slur. They met beneath the blood-red trees and spoke in riddles lost on breeze. They danced on graves that kissed the void, to broken world the Father's name. But love like vengeance always wakes and finds its voice when silence breaks. He held his name in shattered rhyme and swore to him beyond our time. But we're in the crowd of midnight, forged in pain, 1,000 nights and none in vain. Through shattered glass and skies that burn, she walks the path with no return. Oh, ride the silence, break the chains. In the crowd of midnight she reigns. Wearing the crown of midnight, dark and gold, a story sung but never told. Through haunted winds and ancient stone, she claims the throne, she stands alone. Oh, light the fires, let it rain. In the crown of midnight, no pain's in vain.
They thought the night would swallow her, and stars are born in darker skies.
We're in the crowd of midnight, dark and gold, a story sung but never told. Through haunted winds and ancient stone, she claims the throne, she stands alone. Oh, like the fires, let it rain. In the crowd of midnight she reigns. She reigns through fire and rain. In midnight's reign she reigns. I walked the road where angels fear, with broken dreams and bloodstained gear. The sky was cracked, the stars were blind, but I still held her name in mind. Her voice would haunt the dying breeze, a lullaby for fallen seas. And though the fire burned me cold, she lit the spark I couldn't hold. She said the night can't steal what's made to burn, the soul remembers every turn. In the tears of the horizon I see her face, a ghost of fire, a touch of grace. She called me home from worlds apart, with ashes written in my heart. I walk through storms, through space and time, to chase a light across the who lost but would not fail. She was the dawn I couldn't claim, a song of glory rain in mine. Her voice would haunt the dying breeze, a lullaby for fallen seas. And though the fire burned me cold, she lit the spark I couldn't hold. She said the night can't steal what's made to burn, the soul remembers every turn. In the tears of the horizon I see her face, a ghost of fire, a touch of grace. She calls me home from worlds apart, with ashes written in my heart. I walk through storm, through space and time, to chase her light across the line. Oh, in the tears of the horizon she shines. Like battle mail, a knight who lost but would not fail. She was the dawn I couldn't claim, a song of glory wrapped in flame. The silent realms how we once stood, a garden built from shattered wood. And still I rise with every scar, to follow where her echoes are. She said you're more than loss and more than war, what breaks you builds you even more. In the tears of the horizon I see her eyes, red like storms in silver skies. She whispers truths the dark denies, a vow that even death defies. Through shattered realms I hear her cry, I won't rest till wings can fly. Yeah, in the tears of the horizon she's mine. You rise, we rise, in the tears of the horizon. I found my flame. I found my flame. In the hush before the thunder I heard her name, carved in silence, written deep in flame. She moved like a ghost through a world gone blind, a whisper of hope I could never find. I was chained to the echoes of battles lost, a heart grown cold from the winter's cost. But her voice broke through like a storm-wrought flame, and suddenly nothing was ever the same. I was chained to the echoes of battles lost, a heart grown cold from the winter's cost. But a voice broke through like a storm-wrought flame, and suddenly nothing was ever the same. She came like a star across my night, a haunting glow, a shadow of the light. She's the shadow of the light, dancing slow in the rain, a fire in the dark that numbs the pain. With a touch that burns but never scars, she taught me to reach beyond the stars. Ooh, I still chase her every night, that shadow of the light. She's the shadow of the light. She never spoke of forever, only now. But love like hers made me take a vow, to rise from the ruins I called my soul, to fight for the pieces that made me whole. The world tried to break what it didn't know, but from the ashes she made me grow. She kissed the wounds that no one sees, and turned my sorrow into melodies. Even as she vanished into flight, she left behind a shadow of the light. set me free. I wear her name like a sacred mark, a fire that shines through the deepest dark. Ooh, I still breathe her every night, that shadow of the light. Not every angel stays to save. Some just show you the way before they fade. She's the shadow of the light, like I'll never forget. The fire we sparked, the tears we met. And though she's gone, her soul remains in every chord that breaks my chains. Ooh, I still see her in the night, that shadow of the light. She was the shadow of the light. She was the shadow of the light. Riding on the lightning, feel the fire in my soul. Leather-bound devotion, out of control. You walk through the shadows, a storm in your eyes, and I knew in that moment, no more goodbyes. Temptation's a dagger, love is the flame. You're the war in my blood, I'll never tame. Still hearts in the night, burning brighter than the stars, crashing like thunder, tearing through the scars. No chains can bind what the fire ignites. We're forged in forever, still hearts in the night. City lights lightning, you appeared like sacred fire. Eyes like midnight oceans, voice a funeral choir. We built a love from ashes, kissed beneath collapsing skies. Every vow we made was carved in steel and lies. Your touch was a cathedral where I knelt with open flame. But even saints can fall when they forget their name. We soared too close to heaven, burned the wings we wore with pride. And I watched you vanish with the turning tide. Now echoes walk these empty halls, here I knelt with open flame. But even saints can fall when they forget their name. We soared too close to heaven, burned the wings we wore with pride. And I watched you vanish with the turning tide. Now echoes walk these empty halls, and I still hear your name in every wall. In the cathedrals of the heart, where love once lit the dark, I still carry every star like a battle march guitar. You were thunder in a sacred song, now you're silence all along. But I still pray, torn apart, in the cathedrals of the heart. I trace the ruins of your laughter like a blade across my soul, a relic of a time when we were whole. I walk through stained glass memories where the angels used to sing. Now every step just cracks another wing. The altar's cold, the choir's gone, but I keep the fire burning on. In the cathedrals of the heart, where forever came apart, you were my kingdom, my crusade. Now you're just the price I paid. Through the storms and sacred pain, I still whisper your name, a hymn too torn to restart. In the cathedrals of the heart, oh, holy words, a sacred scroll, can raise the dead or make me whole. But if love is war and faith is art, then you're my ghost in the heart. In the cathedrals of the heart, where our fire left its mark, I still hear your symphony through the ruins left of me. Let the heavens tear apart, I will stand through every spark, forever lost in the cathedrals of the heart. In the cathedrals of the heart, where forever came apart. You were my kingdom, my crusade. Now you're just the price I paid. Through the storms and sacred pain, I still whisper your name, a hymn too torn to restart. In the cathedrals of the heart. No holy words, no sacred scroll can raise the dead or make me whole. But if love is war and faith is art, then you're my ghost in the heart. In the heart. war. A queen of Thrash with lightning in her eyes. Under a crimson sky she rides the storm, with chains of fate around her soul still warm. The queen of Thrash with lightning in her eyes. She'll rise again where broken heroes die. Oh yeah, under a crimson sky. Echoes crumble in her wake. Each step she takes the heavens shake. The gods look on, but none will speak. They fear the final enemy. One of steel and one of ice. Demons come behind her eyes. She sings a song of shattered dreams. The constant time and autumn screams. From the ruin she will claim a throne melted wrath and flames. Under a crimson sky she writes her name. On walls of war and hearts of flame. A love betrayed, a battle cry. She'll make the hero learn to fly. Oh, ride on, ride on. Under a crimson sky she writes her name. On walls of war and hearts of flame. A love betrayed, a battle cry. She'll make the hero learn to fly. Oh, ride on, under a crimson sky. Laid away crimson sky, she stands alone. The storm is hers, the flames are thrown. A phoenix bound in mortal skin. The war begins where dreams are dead. Each step she takes the heavens shake. The gods look on but none will speak. They fear the fire in the meek. One of steel and one of ice. The demons come behind her eyes. She sings a song of shattered dreams. The gods through time and autumn screams. From the ruin she will claim a throne rebuilt in her eyes. Under a crimson sky she writes her name. On walls of war and hearts of flame. A love betrayed, a battle cry. She'll make the hero learn to fly. Oh, ride on, and under a crimson sky. Having been inside the palace where the stars forget to shine, a shadow draped in silver, standing just outside of time. The voice was like a memory, lost between the flame and snow, calling out across the void, from a place I used to know. She said the night will try to break you, but don't bow your head to pain. There's fire in the ashes, and thunder in your name. Where the fallen rise and the echoes scream through broken skies and shattered dreams. I'll carry her light through the endless fight, a flame in the dark of a starless night. She lives in the fire behind my eyes. Where the fallen rise, I walk the line of silence with a name beneath my breath. Each heartbeat like a warning from the edge of life and death. scream the flame of snow, calling out across the void from a place I used to know. She said the night will try to break you, but don't bow your head to pain. There's fire in the ashes and thunder in your name, where the fallen rise and the echoes scream for broken skies and shattered dreams. I'll carry her light through the endless fight, a flame in the dark of a starless night. She lives in the fire behind my eyes, where the fallen rise. I walk the line of silence with her name beneath my breath, each heartbeat like a warning from the edge of life and death. The world was made of shadows and the stars have turned away, but I kept her in my heartbeat, and in that I found my way. She said the wounds you bear are sacred, the scars they mark your throne. You're more than just a wreckage, just steel carved from stone. Where the fallen rise, I still hear a song in every place I don't belong. She's the ghost and the flame, the blood and the cry, the reason I fight when the angels die. A fire burns through all goodbyes, where the fallen rise. Where the fallen rise. Yeah, yeah. She's the light behind my eyes, where the fallen rise. Where the fallen rise. Midnight rides the edge of sorrow. The moon hangs low like a blade of steel. Your touch, a ghost I beg to borrow, but the silence answers what you won't reveal. Our love like sacred towers, stone by stone under crimson skies. But time's a thief that drains the hours, leaving smoke where the fire used to rise. I hear your voice in the breaking storm, calling my name soft and forlorn. But time's a thief that drains the hours, leaving smoke where the fire used to rise. I hear your voice in the breaking storm, calling my name soft and forlorn. Tears on the iron wind, falling like fire from a soul that sinned. I would burn through heaven just to feel you again. In the shadow of what we might have been, tears on the iron wind. You wore your armor made of longing. I bled my truth through shattered lines. We danced on dreams the dawn was wronging. Now I'm left with rust and no more signs, but I still ride through the cold regret, chasing the fire I can't forget. Tears on the iron wind, whispers of love that the night won't rescind. Even broken wings remember how to fly through the echoes where we let it die. Tears on the iron wind. cold, a midnight steel. Her name was carved on fate's own wheel. A soldier's heart, a poet's flame. He rode through hell to speak her name. Beneath the moon, the fire grew wild. A haunted man, a burning child, with broken wings, but eyes of stone. He faced the dark and stood alone. Beneath the moon, the fire grew wild. A haunted man, a burning child, with broken wings, but eyes of stone. He faced the dark and stood alone. Ashes fall from heaven's hands, but still he walks, still he stands. Through the thorns of glory, through the blood and rain. He's the ghost of fury, forged in chains of pain. A love long buried, but the fire won't die. He screams her name beneath the iron sky. Oh yeah, in the thorns of glory. Temples fall and empires drown, but silence never takes the crown. A vow once sworn beneath the stars now burns like rage behind his scars. No gods remain to grant him peace. No sword can bring his soul release. But in the storm, her voice he hears. It cuts through time, it sears through fear. So let the thunder tear the air. He rides alone, but he don't care. Through the thorns of glory, past the gates of shame. He holds her memory like a sacred flame. No grave can claim what was meant to fly. He lifts his fist and howls into the sky. Yeah, through the thorns of glory. The world turns cold and your name is forgotten by the stars. Only love carved in pain remains eternal. Sacred flame. No grave can claim what was meant to fly. He lifts his fist and howls into the sky. Yeah, through the thorns of glory, through the smoke and flame. He stands unbroken, screaming out her name. No curse, no crown, no gods on high can hang mental ballad and the sense into shredding. Speed evokes both sorrow and triumph. Through the thorns of glory, through the smoke and flame. He stands unbroken, screaming out her name. No curse, no crown, no gods on high. Middle ballad, male vocals. He walked the edge of shattered time, a phantom forged in steel and rhyme. With every scar a vow he made, to guard the light that fate betrayed. The world lay torn beneath the moon, a silent war, a broken tune. Yet in his chest a flame held tight, a rebel's heart that bled for right. The stars won't speak, the gods don't weep, but in the dark his soul won't sleep. Through the veins of the storm he rides alone, with thunder pulsing through his bones. No chains can hold what won't conform. He was born in fire, in the veins of the storm. Oh, ride on! Through the veins of the storm, he was the fire he couldn't tame. A crimson ghost, a whispered name. She called him from the other side, a voice that burned, then turned to tide. The past was smoke, the future steel. He sold his soul for one last feel. When war and love are one and same, they both leave echoes in the flame. Through shattered dreams and shadowed halls, he'll climb the sky if heaven falls. Through the veins of the storm, through the veins of the storm, he rides alone, with thunder pulsing through his bones. No chains can hold what won't come forth. He was born in fire, in the veins of the storm. Oh, ride on, but on. Through the veins of the storm, with a vow unbent, his blood the price, his heart the rent. No fear remains, just fierce reform. He's carved in lightning, through the veins of the storm. Yeah, fly high. They said the fire would die. They said no man could walk through the void. But they forgot, some flames were born to burn forever. Through the veins of the storm, he breaks the night. A silent oath turned holy fight. No fate, no death, no false reform can stop the fire in the veins of the storm. Burn on, burn bright. He rides the lightning through eternal night. Through the veins of the storm. Like a whisper through cities on fire, eyes full of stars, voice like a choir. I watched from the wreckage, too broken to speak. She offered the light when the world turned weak. Time had no mercy mercy, the clocks had all lied. I buried my soul where the wild ones died, but she found the ember I swore was gone, and sang to the dark till it started to dawn. Time had no mercy, the clocks had all lied. I buried my soul where the wild ones died, but she found the ember I swore was gone, and sang to the dark till it started to dawn. They said the night would never end, but in her voice I found a friend. There's moonlight in ashes and hope in the flame. A love once forgotten still knows my name. She danced through ruins, kissed all my scars, and brought back the thunder from hollowed out stars. Oh, she's the reason the silence won't last. Moonlight in ashes, light in my past. She never asked for the crown or the sword, only the truth and the songs I ignored. But I was a ghost in a cage made of gold, trapped in the stories I already told. Then came a fire, slow as the rain, washing the blood from the edge of my name. I reached through the smoke and I swear it's true. All that I lost I found in her view. She didn't promise I'd be whole, she just gave light and warmed my soul. There's moonlight in ashes and truth in the fall, a voice in the silence that answers the call. She stands in the shadow but never retreats, turning my heartbreak to fire that beats. Yes, she's the reason I broke through the blast. Moonlight in ashes, saving my past. Even the broken can shine when they burn. Even the fallen have lessons to learn. She stands in the shadow but never retreats, turning my heartbreak to fire that beats. Yes, she's the reason I broke through the blast. Moonlight in ashes, saving my past. Moonlight in ashes, still guiding me home, still guiding me home. You came to me like a storming gold, a warrior's heart in a world gone cold. We stood on the edge of the sacred deep, where legends burn and angels weep. You wore your silence like a crown of steel, but your touch was fire I could feel. In the halls where kings and ghosts have gone, we kissed beneath the sword of dawn. But fate is cruel when stars align, and gods don't care for hearts like mine. Now there's shadows over Avalon, where our loved ones blazed before it was gone. I still ride through the storm and flame, calling out your haunted name. You were mist, you were fire, you were more than the dawn. Now I'm lost in the shadows over Avalon. Your voice remains in the shattered skies, a melody that never dies. A love like ours defies the rust. And in my dreams I hear you call, a ghost in armor rising tall. Oh, shadows over Avalon, where the brave and broken still carry on. Through battle cries and winds that scream, I chase the echo of our dream. Though time may fall and kingdoms be gone, I remain in the shadows over Avalon. No throne, no spell, no sword could bind the love we forged outside of time. And when the stars forget to shine, your light will still be mine. And if forever means I find alone, I will guard these shadows over Avalon. Over Avalon, I ride alone, but never gone.